you know. One mobile quack or trouble you can deform my manual chrono. Almost one mobile Betigana from Quasumo, ne and Huchimo, you better command of pencil. Now, as someone who password aquaquating J, or my Ghanaian. Woko Ghana children and child, that's why and someone you will hold my bedding command. For small scale mining, one would you make dear, and one more farmer across home to a good year. Major illegal mining, Galamsey. A year rough from Pop watching the Ababa to your watch as and penny 41 people, Manuel Kunma, woman almost take to the pa. Your name concerns small scale miners bedding comma. Now, you're a quiet before so a quiet conny bet me acquainted with him. Now, so I am no crisis. I'm on your 14. I'm a quiet Kufak. I'm saying, when you to me to Asiana. Your name national chairman, the ma a year national small scale miners association. A bedding comma, I would make you so.
Women, you give us the brain, but we know they use them. Oh, mama, Africa.
Now, single man contractors association, one so castle.
Animals,
One so my year, Juman Fibre, Ministry of Highways, woman Jomoka. One was a special prosecutor, and Conway Penino, and so forward. That's where you hear your quantity quantity post on one in your mem. I want to have a cordial command of pay. Me, I want to make a pay me, adding an ASARE, my producers are one more children of pay. Brown Quasi, and our face, Nana Yao appear to.
ASEM bo yeah beka Anomaa FM
are we serious, Africa? Are we serious, Africa? Are we serious? Are we serious, Africa, about the future of our children? Are we serious? Are we serious, Africa? Are we serious, Africa? Are we serious? Are we serious, Africa, about the dignity of our people? Are we serious? If you tell me how serious are you? How serious are you, my Africa?
yeah beka
If you tell me how serious are
ASEM
you? How serious are you, my Africa?
And then baby back will bet me and yet be pair to me a dear and at their one banco and tilapia joint.
FM
I don't know, be Piemo, I want to me, has a year, Jim Junction, Honmo and one more. Nadia one and tilapia and banco joint, one more.
Pull the talk
As a container of Pabetier and quite one more, and I'm Padasso, when you be at Honum.
to corruption
They wanted a phone pa, Oka Bomidins and ASARE Berman and Sibra.
because
And yet be an noon to me in the crowd.
every
Samson up a baby and real better John and a real baby at to me a bobby be a good boy.
poverty way them
For more than say, would when he ever check baby back up a war a yes, Domain, a yes in Johnson, and say who could draw on more. Now, do we need him for quite a shooting about open Jim Johnson?
sample. They say ignorance way them they talk about who they cause somebody go talk say him know they inside
Who drew Jim Johnson pen away beside say open sign pub?
all they
Sign in pub. A hormone and I'll be to me at Trajo who a war a year Jim Johnson has a year domain, who do a man, who about Diabo Rahonum.
we all they
Now, what me at Joe, who one more Roma and an pay. Yet, a year summer budget yet a prewo.
Anomaa FM
how see
Na ya said you made say eti amamo Nina and say now what you mean some would be na at me at to ja my ganemo na ye a who posua Ghana ha obedi through her Argentina ha I will be a capi efa galamsey kwa ye kwa na be sin ne ye ntumi to ye galamsey ase na openi bia ye friend no Professor Frimpong Boateng what they atudwa ono na kane no na wo ye Minister for Environment Science Technology and Innovation. Was it NPP amanyo kuo no womo ni nipa bi ewom womo ena kyese ekwan ye kono yentumi enkon wie no womo ne hye galamsey ni mu womo ne ye bi pa wo my god mo enya sem keto akra na ensem na kwakwa ye ensem bebre san se NPP amanyo kuo no womo ena dia tudwa se womo bekukoden emenam suma mampeni na nadudan kwakufo ado ekra ede ne kunwa ede sisu se ekon na wo kono wode ne kunwa no wode suai ekon no sɛ anko yi a ɔno a obesi fam wahu na aba bedum pempenso bi a wɔn bodin sɛ NPP amanyɔkuo no mpanimfoɔ bi ɛna wɔn mo tɛkyerɛ nti ɛna ɛko no yɛntumi nko nkɔ wieɛ wei ɛyɛ NPP amanyɔkuo ni ba ɛna abɛda saa nsɛm yɛ di kɔfo bebree aba mmɔnten aba bɛyi ano sɛ ɛnyɛ no korɛ yɛabobɔ ɔmanfoɔ bi din ɔmo se ɛnyɛ no korɛ ɛma owura afrempa ɔboa tenkra kaa sɛ soafoɔ a wɔhwɛ nkitawodie nsɛm so yɛ amanebɔ nsɛm so wɔ man Ghana mu owura kodwo ɔpɔn kroma wɔne nsɛntwerɛfoɔ kɔkɔhyia wɔ baabi ɛbɔ timpɔ sɛ wɔn bɛyɛ bibi bɔne atia papa no ɛma wagye din bɔne excavator ho nsɛm papa yi ɛna yɛde so ano sɛ wɔno ɛna baabi afa no onim ho bie wɔno so aba mmɔnten aba bɛyi nsɛm ano a wɔkyɛ sɛ mpanifoɔ bi wɔ NPP amanyɔkuo no mu a wɔn ɛna edi mu tintiman yɛbɛkɔ ahoma no so na yɛne otitirani ɛde ma small scale miners wɔn otu fam agudie nketewa mu no a wɔn deɛ ne deɛ wɔn register wɔ man Ghana mu no wɔn kuo no otitirani ɛbɛkɔ akɔtwetwe nkɔmɔ na yɛhu kwan a yɛbɛfa soɔ a yɛbɛtumi aboa ma galamsey ko no yɛtumi etu aseɛ na so wɔn koraa wɔn tee sɛ mpanyinfoɔ bi edin wɔ mu no sɛn ɛna wɔn ho ɛyɛ wɔn wɔ yɛkɔ ahoma no so na yɛne owura Moses Baa ɛyɛ kyerɛ ɔno ɛyɛ national chairman ɛde ma Concern Scale Miners Association ɛne no akɔkɔdi nkɔmɔ anɔpɛ yi owura Moses wote yɛn ka anɔpɛ yi yɛ mo akye mo akɔ abade ba Anomaa FM kasafidie so
Njimuso penikasiye.
Yo, yɛgye di sɛ wo ho yɛ deɛ.
Nyamia dum manyeko krapeta de from manigini saa.
Okay, owura Moses yɛba wo nkyɛn no pɛ yi a ni na ne sɛ mampani akufo ado ɛde ko bi asi n'ani so sɛ wɔn mo etu fam agudi a wɔn fa mra kwan so no. Wɔbɛhwɛ na wabɔ mmɔden ama na brase anaasɛ twatwa wɔ ban mu esan sɛ wɔn mo sɛ yɛ nsuo ne yɛn nsase. Yɛkɔda sɔre yi a peni akane no na wɔhwɛ abɔdeɛ mu nyansapɛsoɔ ne mu nnwuma ne ho nsɛm so a yeyi ni sɛ wɔnhwɛ ma afem agudie ho nsɛm no wɔntumi ndi anim na ɛko no ntumi wie pɛ owura frempɔn boaten wɔde atodwa sɛ NPP amanyɔkuo no mpanifoɔ bi ɛta akyire mo a moyɛ Concern Small Scale Miners Association yi mo kuo yi mo te saa nsɛm yi wakɔ akɔyɛ otitirani no sɛn ɛna ɛyɛ wɔ
Deɛ dinkan mɛkyɛ Ghana on the motif na Ghana from the president to the last person. And of course, we are sitting here, what some year will be. And a second, president, one day, I can show you a right to create. Also, the question that they are in school, yes, 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 after all. No matter the more pass, no more check it. And the concept opinion, no more Kazan, and a yet more. To Ghana, no. So, people saying this, or when you know the quality.
Nti wohwɛ NPP ɛne NDC a wokyerɛ sɛ wɔn nyinaa yɛ ade korɔ nyɛ saa na edin a opani na bobɔ no anamɔbɛn ɛna wohwɛ sɛ aban no ebetu dia fɔn esan sɛ ebedu mmere bi no na yɛse mo a mutu fam agudi nyinaa na mo sɛe yɛnsuo ɛne yɛn kwaye
bɛda sɛ bɛka no bebree ɛwɔ TV so mekasa asɛm ɛwɔ FM stations bebree Ghana fa no baabi a deɛ tie no sɛ yɛwɔ 4 mining type of mining a ɛwɔ Ghana yɛwɔ surface mining yɛwɔ Arabian mining yɛwɔ rock mining sɔɔte aseɛ ɛna yɛwɔ detector mining detector no yɛde sɛ impressive sɛ afidie a nam asase no so wode nam so a ɛbɛtumi agyina beebi gold hyɛ ne wɔtu ne wɔyi gold no ano yɛyi raw gold a hwee nka ho Arabian mining ɛyɛ yɛ ɔmode excavator kɔsɛyɛ nsuo ne yɛ kɔyɛ ɛpiepia no ɛto nkyɛn na ɔma yɛ adwuma ɛna surface mining no yɛnko abrɛ ne nkɔ fam ɛnam soro na wɔapiepie ɛne sɛ ɔbɛwɔ ɔkye you know you go. Rock mining is the best of it all. Anomaa, almost say, Anomaa, illegal mining. Which I'm not to say, said you in the panel. Over to my poor down underground. They could do one up here. Anomaa, and they will say, I didn't know. You know, I don't know about painting white. They might be painted yellow, black. And the president so certain, you can't cry on the way. I pay no of us, I pay no work for. Yeah, you know, say, you're pretty at that one, or say, on Metro. Yeah, to Canada. It's the different. Yeah, another funny thing. So, you know, the CPP, but I share for her. I'm going to example. Said that we are ending the book. Omubeka said that I'm going to cry and punch channel. It is a me, MPP, and then in this name, Koya, young punchame. Like a year, it's under.
Owura Moses, ojiri se ekwanya aban fa so ekosa akun no. Ebetumi ama anisuade hunu de ye hwehwe se akire no yebema saa galamse nsem ye twatwa no. Yebetumi edu sabotai no.
Yes, to me, sabotage in the first place. Where you have a first rock side, piano. You are there quite and I found the wrong side. Then say, I'm say, something that make creative concern small scale mining association. I made a better creative said that they monitor small scale miners activities. Yeah, we have piano, yeah, so we have papa Rebecca. Rebecca. It's a very much more from Asia and a minister for road, minister for land and forestry. Almost more threat. When you're sitting communities, yeah, they will say, I am for police for civil service soldier for. And you never yes, someone said, Uncle Shad, yeah, no, part of it.
Nancy beto just say bambofobi. No one more coaches are for now. Now one more HI wom. What is ASEM no?
Yes, you know, them, your evidence be very equal. That one cocker. Oh, Kakura, young Fayashi. As I speak to you, me like me a citizen vigilante. My piano menko, me from one bamboy, who shed bamboy rib na equality to we dampono. I'm not for her to go this year. I'm the Muslim to know a stick. And we'll soon sort the year mutu. Intimations if I win. You for killing for and the good work for. Yeah, free Ghana, the Chiwa, the victims. For foreigner, over 10 years, so I call. And I'm saying, so no, all in the name of CPP, Minister B, and a tire.
Owura frempon boa ten hwehwe mu ya wode abeto dwedin ahodo wabobɔ no. Ghana phone mu binum se mampeni akufo ado dibira wanfam openi nti na wobobɔ manfo ti. Excavator ho nsɛm wo mo de soa ne konso se ono na nam ne so a aho ensɛm akwakoba ne sa. Wuzu so owura yi nsɛm wo bɛkan ye no bibia wo penti no de abeto dwana no kra wo enu ti no de aba.
That's it. Papa no odie mu a papa no de ne kore todo ye kora yin omo na mu a pai omo excavator ya omo de ma manfo omo ye djuma wo wase kro omo ase na omo ye bi ho osino na omo ye bi ho enti ni manfo bi omo sha kira omo din sambone ye be kwa ka kira no na o ye part of it. If there was some Ghana, the Papa Cano, Ghana, you put even in this people, CPP, in full could that actually.
enti utusu sen die na ban ne nye esan se sisi an baby yakwa kodru no mo yam afemu de na nsen credit say small scale miners for mo boa mo tu galamsey no mo so mo tu om so sa titi bi ma ban ne ade mo de om kwa say ne kokosie say bia mo boa
ana na ma boka min chiro ma so omo de confuse president na adodan kwa kwato so boy omo kan de confuse no you need illegal mining you need galamsey for omo kita paper no instead of money ya de pano omo de galamsey omo na say so say asase omo na say kwaya en kolan keten omo kita how many chests na pick may they say so na kwaya enye penye follow eno share amount kutupa eno mu say asase no no ma kwachichi nepa it say mami for example it's like odia stress that dey okwanchai almost say robin be e koso abi mo kono tuninti o ma je no ma be chiche mo tuna kwanchai stress that dey no ma dey go to police for there we no any robin sapepe e koso Ghana it me Ghana pa koso there because Ghana need beer pesca Ghana need beer no ha almost say for the mame and put this schedule on panko.
Enti small scale miners for die na mo hwe anim se mampeni beye edin aba beto dwa no die na mo hwe anim se mampeni beye se mampeni entu na mo bi a mo so na mo ben e na mo betu di aboa.
And that's it. You didn't come say my president man to and the more that my Ghana for kuma to mwema omuntimi nti obi say we pone first point no omuntimi nkoje obi say we small scale we illegal mining obi ene obi ye bone a obetima chi no e kama say sekani bia di Ghana edi bone ni nyina be di ye for this na o de ne ni skakura uni kama for betra ban na adodan kwa kufado onye bibi mfa ho se ni busie ni kuna ka ho a se o de ne betumbe 4-5 years ya upia unguna ne na sibie anyway that's na me friend say ade wo ya names na beto gano omo ye amanyosam omo mfa amanyosam se de be ya Ghana ne ntoma papa fra no omo ye ne libi labalaba besra mame we dey kan be me for chop la Côte d'Ivoire and the Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
Untimi for gold in Tramba Ghana. Ya chiwa obetem. Ana na sa Burkina Faso la Côte d'Ivoire for ni to no. Omo ba as I speak to you. Omo say yenso. Omo wia no mo de gold na for omo ka eko. No ma ko ton in safer.
Eno so yade e koso Ghana ha.
This is what is going on. Bamboy River no se fia. Opa mo yi mo tu obi na onkohwe. Omo say so ne se fia. Ne pa na say so ne Burkina.
Enu ti mo yi bambofo asutira na ana afa ni mo nya ne tie.
Ma ka 3 months ni. Omo say so ne start 3 months ni. Police for aspect. Radio for Hot FM. A classic FM. At the FM. We were down to that one. In the echo.
Ora Moses Baba ye beda wasene de wasi ha ye mra niti bibi e besa ba no ye bebo ahoma so na yetumi ni wa betwetwe nkomo
So we dey see.
Openia ye ne no ekokodi nkomo yi wono na woye penipa wono no woye tutani edema ye National Small Scale Miners Association owura ye Moses Babatre wono na ye ne no ekokodi nkomo efa edin bi aba betodwa ebo my gane mo se NPP amanyoko mu mpenifo bi galamsey ekoso o my gane mo no wo motaye chiri ene ho nkomo na ye ne Small Scale Miners for no ekokodi ye sanse du ba bi no na ye de nse kire won mo so se wo mo na ese yensuo ni yensase e wo my gane mo ababeto dwa sɛ wɔn a ɛnni tumi krataa na wɔn fa kwati kwan so etu fam agudie no wɔn a ɛhyɛ kwaeɛ no mu na yɛnhu wɔn no a yɛbɛkɔ na kwaeɛ mfimfini wɔn ayɛ hɔ no sɛ paaki no ɛyɛ mpanimfoɔ bi a wɔn yɛ amanyɔfoɔ ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana mu ɛno ho nkɔmmɔ ɛna yɛkɔkɔdi dwumadi a wogu so a wotie no ɛyɛ asɛm aba dwumadie yɛkasa asɛm aba na wagye so sɛ yɛbɛka
asɛm abo yɛbɛka
owura Peter Kutizim atenase wɔno ɛyɛ twerɛfoɔ ɛde ma anisi amanyɔkuo no kokopie mu dɔme Anglican ɛyɛ 4 ɛhɔ no mu a ɛhɔ ɛna wɔdi ne dwuma wɔno nso ɛyɛ kasamafoɔ de ma anisi amanyɔkuo no maame a wɔpere sɛ wɔbɛtumi ayɛ mmarahyɛbadwani ɛwɔ dɔme kwabenya abatoɔ mpɛ so aso maame electrum ɛyɛ akorogu ne kasamafoɔ watenase a yɛbɛdi ɛho nkɔmɔ ahodoɔ nsɛm ahodoɔ aba bɛtɔ dwa ɛwɔ wɔman Ghana mu no yɛbɛdi ho nkɔmɔ kumawu asantema ntɛmu by election ɛbɛkɔ soɔ no political analyst bi ɛde ato dwa sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ka yɛngya akonnwa no mu koraa ma NPP amanyɔkuo no ne yɛn save time and money yɛbɛdi ho nkɔmɔ anɔpa yi CPP amanyɔkuo no nso sɛ wɔn bɛgye Ghana afiri nkwaso mu ahokyerɛ mu ti June wɔn ba bɛyi frankatufoɔ ɛde ama amanyɔkuo no nsɛm ahodoɔ bebree na akɔ so na wɔtwe mu a yɛbɛbɔbɔ ho na yɛdi ho nkɔmɔ educationist bi ɛde atwitwa sɛ aban yɛbɛyɛ anka free senior high school no wɔntwam kura wɔntwam na wɔmfa nyɛ effective scholarship ɛmfama adesuafoɔ a wɔn awofoɔ no bie na wɔn hia mmoa no yɛmfama saa afoɔ ɛno nso yɛbɛdi ho nkɔmɔ anɔpa yi IMF nsɛnsɛm utility tariff wɔn mo pagyam sɛ yɛ nkanea boɔ sɛ yɛ nsuo boɔ soafoɔ ɔhwɛ yɛ sikasɛm soɔ kenofo yɛta wɔde ato dwa sɛ wɔn mo ba bɛpagyam nyinaa fa sɛ IMF mmoa a yɛkɔ akɔgyeɛ no wɔn mo hyɛ yɛn sɛ yɛmfa saa nneɛma ngu apon so yɛbisa sɛ saa sika yɛnyɛ akyerɛ di anaa sansan nhyehyɛ yɛ a wɔn de ma yɛn no ɛdɔɔso dodo ɛka ho a debt restructuring akɔ so pensioners for wɔn a wɔsɛ nka wɔn sika wɔn tumi nya bi to nduro ɛde yɛ wɔn ho ɛde bi hwɛ wɔn abusua wɔn akɔ ahomgyem sika kakra aban bond wɔn kɔkɔtɔ yɛ a wɔsɛ wɔn nya so mfasoɔ no ɛno nso ho nsɛm akɔ ebia wɔn ebi di aka adwa mu a wɔn nya so mfasoɔ bia na nsɛntɛm yɛ te sɛ foforɔ san ba bɛkɔ so ɛma eku ahodoɔ aba mɔntɛsɛ yɛn yi wɔn mfirim sansɛ wɔn deɛ wɔn mpɛ sɛ wɔn bɛyɛ soafoɔ na kyɛm sɛ ɛnyɛ saa na ɛba bɛkɔ so nanso nhyehyɛeɛ bebree a wɔn de gu apon soɔ no ebi te sɛ ɛnyɛ adeɛ a wɔn bɛfa aban adwumayɛfoɔ adwuma mu IMF ɛna ɛde saa ɔhyɛ no de aba sansɛ sɛ aban yi anyɛ saa anyɛ adeɛ a mmoa a yɛpɛ firi wɔn hɔ no yɛn nsa bɛtumi aka ɛno nti nhyehyɛeɛ bebree ɛna wɔn de ba ne nyinaa no ɛbɛka Ghanafoɔ ɛtoɔ ahodoɔ maako mmiɛnsa SIGT bill wɔn agye de ato mampanin asan ma bɛyɛ mmara ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana mu GRA mete sɛ saa toɔ ahodoɔ mmiɛnsa no wɔn bɛhyɛ aseɛ de ayɛ adwuma ɛnɛ wɔn a etwa bet ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana mu yɛgye 10% ahan utwa bet na wowini a aban ɛgye 10% de afiri so aban kuro yi a na ɛbaa yi a wɔkaa sɛ wɔno deɛ ɛnyɛ toɔ ne yɛde kyekyere ɔman ɛsiane sɛ wɔyɛ aban dada atwa mu no a wɔn deɛ toɔ nkwa na no wɔn gye wɔn deɛ yɛte sika so wɔn bɛhwɛ na sika yɛ wɔ ɔman mu wɔn de akyekyere ɔman yi ɛnɛ toɔ ahodoɔ ɛna ɛkɔ so yɛbɛdi ho nkɔmɔ na yɛahwɛ the way forward sɛ IMF foɔ na ɛhyɛ yɛn sɛ yɛnyɛ saa nneɛma wɔ nyinaa yɛbɛkɔ so akɔ akɔgye sika no anaasɛ yɛbɛsan yɛkyi yɛbɛdi ho nkɔmɔ anɔpa yi owura Peter mmɔ akye ma wakɔ aba anɔpa yi
Anomaa FM mpanimfoɔ nyinaa ɛne Dɔme Kwabenya constituency both MPP and NDC mekyia obi biara this time me pesa mekyia me madam Honorable Madam Eliklum Akurugu, the aspiring PC for Dɔme Kwabenya for 2024 elections.
I hope say na watch mu bibia koyie di ma.
Bibia kobo jojo.
Na watch him so can man peni ba Dɔme Kwabenya.
Yeah, he did.
It did na no man for a body tutu, one body tutu.
Okay, thank you very much. at this time, I want to take this opportunity to clear a few misconception and propaganda by our opponent, the MPP. During President John Dramani Mahama visit to Domi Kwabinya constituency, there was nothing like booing or hooting at John Dramani Mahama. But what actually happened that day was that for some time now, we all know that the chairman of the constituency, Chairman Isaac Lamte, is not in the good books of the grassroots, particularly the delegates of Domi Kwabinya. So what did happen was that at the time he was called to introduce His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, that time they have already positioned a handful of their allies who are so-called their delegates who are supporting Israel. They have positioned them in a very vantage position whereby they can be seen by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama when he arrives. So when Mahama arrives, and it was time for the chairman to make his opening remarks and welcome and introduce His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, their side started by, jubilating and other things. But what actually made the other side to also respond by booing at the chairman was that when we got to the venue, how they positioned our candidate, who is the person of Honorable Madam Elfim Ekrugu, and the projectors at the center was not that good. They keep on projecting Israel on the screen. Anytime you see Madam Elfim on the screen, either the screen is blinking or they will just show her and take her off. And they continuously showing Israel Susuli on the screens. So that actually even made most of the delegates got annoyed on that. So when it was time for him to introduce John Mahama, he started by saying, talking about our collective hard work that we've done in the constituency. Meanwhile, when Madam Eliklum was going around praising and thanking everybody for the wonderful work done by all of us, they were saying that there is nothing like 52,000 because the woman actually got 52,000 plus votes during the 2020 elections. So when the woman was going around and then thanking everybody and praising everybody for a wonderful job done and hoping that going forward we should be able to win the seat, they were saying, oh, we are going to the 2024 with 0 votes. That 52 plus vote is no more. So we shouldn't take it as a credit. So if you are going around telling delegates that they shouldn't take Madam Eliklum Akurugu serious for, thanking them and urging them on that they should keep on working hard for us to get the seat, then you come on platform, on the stage to also praise or talk on that same thing. What do you think you are doing? Who are you deceiving? You people were denying the fact that the 52,000 plus vote were a plus for the party in the constituency. And what also happened is that before His Excellency John Dramani Mahama came to the constituency, most of the constituency executives, some of them were seen moving around with Honorable Israel Susuli campaigning. So if you are a father in a house and you choose to follow some of your children and leave the rest, what do you think will happen? Or if you are a father in a home and you choose to share food on equal basis to your children, what do you think that these grandchildren will do?
So based on your explanation, meaning there is an issue within the party.
There is. It is not just about within the party. The party itself in the constituency doesn't have any issue, but the main issue has to do with the leadership of the party.
Is it the executive?
The executive.
The national?
It is the constituency executive against the grassroots. It is the grassroots and the constituency. Some, I'm not saying not all of them, but some of the constituency executive are not in good books with the grassroots. They are not in good books with the delegates, and that is what caused the hooting and other things. However,
so it wasn't on Mahama.
No, it wasn't on Mahama. However, I will take this opportunity to, in my personal capacity, to apologize for what happened that day. Because of the orientation I have, the orientation I came through, we could have leave the lizard rather than to, add the innocent tree of knowledge and hope for the youth and the whole of Ghana, because we could have left Lamte alone for the sake of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. But the anger was high at that time, and you know what anger can do. So it wasn't directed to John Dramani Mahama whatsoever. It was the constituency chairman that they were hooting. I was part of it. I was in the middle of it. I also joined the hooting. But with the orientation, as I said earlier, when I got to the middle of it, I realized that no, I shouldn't do this in the presence of His Excellency. So immediately that came to my mind. I stopped. But that doesn't have to do with the delegates putting a John Dramani Mahama. It is a propaganda, done by our opponent MPP.
Enti die mu ye no mo susu se nkunimidi a mo pe no 2024 no mo nsabe kan san se wo hwe NPP amanyoko na wo mo yoma famu de before former president John Dramani Mahama ebeba Dome Kwabenya beto mpeso aso no mampeni na nadudan kwakufuado ene maame adwo asafo abebie police barracks ewo Kwabenya Atomic University honum. Oshe edifice na very nice. Very, very, very nice. I say Ghana hano mihu barasa say FSC. Na within short time ya kanema mpeni John Dramani Mahama ba ye. Na se moye muhu fi se ya. Mo jidi se san kunimdie na mo hwehwe no. Mo nsabeka. Because NPP no wo mo ko manim. Wo mo ye ne wo meye se kunimdie no ebe yo mo dia. Na we ko bemu a mo betumi agye kunwa no e won peso ezu.
Okay, thank you very much. For this one, we are focused. The problem is not entirely the party faithfuls, but as I stated earlier, it has to do with some few executives of the constituency. The party in Dome Kwabenya is united, focused, and armed to the teeth to win the seat come both parliamentary and presidential come 2024. There is nothing like disunity in the front of the party. The only problem is our leadership. So going forward, I'm sure after the primaries, a lot of things will be done to iron everything out. And looking at the edifice that you are talking about, the police barracks, one question I will ask. During Nana Addo Akufo-Addo time when he was campaigning as a flag bearer, did he promise this constituent a police barracks? Is it in the records? Is it in their record that they promised this constituency to build a police barrack? Is that what the constituents want? I'm just asking. I just want to be clear that it is not in their manifesto promise. And secondly, building a police barracks in Dome Kwabenya, I think Nana Akufo-Addo doesn't stand any praise on this thing. Why? Since the inception of this constituency, the constituency consistently voted for MPP. So the constituents even deserve more than the police barracks. It should have been something more than this. You understand? Because look at it. We have a police station at Taifa. We have another one at what do you call it? Kwabinya. Yes. So this time that is not what the Domi Kwabinya constituents need. We have a whole lot of things that we need.
So what are some of the things?
The youth need jobs. Remember when Nana Akufo-Addo they were campaigning at that time, they said there is 48% youth unemployment in the country then.
But they are also saying they've created 1.5 million something job in this country. So.
And that comes to the question I keep asking. If indeed those people have been employed, don't you think our youth unemployment could have been minimized? We wouldn't have been, crying that there are no jobs. Do you think that if indeed they actually created this 1.5, even what is the total? If you take 1.5 million jobs, if the 1.5 million of the youth in this country got jobs, I'm saying this is a mere propaganda. It's a mere propaganda. And you see, at the time, Bawumia was described as an astute economist. It has now down on them that he is just a mere local liar. He's a mere local liar and a boja economist. That we can easily compare him to Domi Kwabinya market women. Something of which even the market women are doing better than Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, our vice president.
He's an economist.
They said he's an astute, not just an economist. Per the accolade, he's an astute economist. That was the time they were in opposition. But now, what are we seeing? We have seen that even when it comes to the economy, the women in Domi Kwabinya markets are doing better than Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, our vice president. I'm saying that what is he doing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
So for the past 7 years.
Nothing. And I'm saying that unless otherwise you prove me wrong that indeed they've done something. Because if they have done something, I think we will not be hearing the loud cry by the Ghanaian populace. We will not be hearing that loud cry.
Okay.
And you see, one thing also happened at the place when the IGP was praising His Excellency, mentioning His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo names thrice at the event. Yeah. I see two things. The IGP was acting in a manner of a good wife to a husband. Any good wife.
So you think he was pretending?
Let me land. I'm saying that the IGP was acting like a good wife to a husband. A good wife who will always praise her husband, whatever the husband brings brings home. Because by doing that, you are expecting that, hey, even if you don't like it, you just praise him so that next time he will bring you more. And I think that is what the IGP was just doing. Okay. So it has nothing to do like he has overdanced and or he has done something very marvelously for the constitution. But with the good, I mean, the experience the IGP had, that made him to make those comments by mentioning His Excellency's name 3 times.
Okay, so let's go straight to Dr. Frimpong Boateng, Professor. DB Awabobo. efa womu galamsey womu edi animo. Do you think say no ti na ama galamsey kono entumi emedru e be you looking at these gurus one more eshech?
You see, what the report that Dr. Frimpong Boateng brought out, though I don't have evidence to the authenticity or to the truth that he's talking, but as a Ghanaian and been monitoring what is going on in the country concerning galamsey, I think that the doctor is not far from the truth. Because looking at when immediately this government came to power, you could see how they were like they were like a prisoners who break jail. I'm not saying they are prisoners. I'm saying they were like prisoners who break jail and were very hungry. So everybody was doing everything necessary to be fed. You understand? Looking at even why am I saying we shouldn't be surprised? Because if you look at the security versus the galamsey guys, the videos that came out recently concerning even galamsey, what makes you think that this galamsey boy can beat police personnel and even soldiers, and they still have the audacity to even record them and put it on social media? You understand? Because all of them are into the business. So if I'm your business partner, and then you want to take more than me, do you think I will sit down? And we all know what is going on. So what the list that Dr. Frimpong Boateng brought, the names, the likes of MP for Mansu Kwanta, Joseph Albert Kwam, Director of Operation at the Presidency, Lord Komi, Executive Assistant and Head of Social Media at the Presidency. And then there is Charles Nitieku, and then Frank Siedu Bakwe, Director of Public Affairs at the Office of the Chief of Staff. All these names are big names in the party. So do you think this man can just get up and take their names and be putting them just like that if he doesn't have evidence? I'm saying that who is in the realm of affairs. So if an opposition member, it means you are a thief. Because if you are not a thief, if you are not a thief, how can a thief come to your house and then partner your own people? You understand? Because there's no way an NDC members could easily go into the forest and do illegal mining if the sitting government doesn't have hand in it. It won't happen. So it means they are involved, because what in government, before an opposition member can do something, you must have somebody at the top. Maybe you also have a link. Just like we are all sitting here. We are not enemies anyway. We are all Ghanaians, and we have interference in all the parties. So do you think if I also have a friend who is a top guru in the party, and then this thing is going on, don't I also like money?
So you also going?
If you are doing, why won't I also do? Because you all like money, I also like money. You understand? So if you have been voted into power to make sure that this thing doesn't go on, even if I don't join you, I cannot stop you. You understand? If I don't join you, I cannot stop you. So it is better to gain one than to lose both.
So what do you think the government should do?
The government, they have nothing to do. They have given advice upon advice, but they wouldn't take it because they know what they are doing. And there are some because they have the men. So if they have the men, can a woman advise a man?
Say wo be ka ya mampeni akufuado e de na kunwa kra esi so e wo galamsey kun hu e de na kunwa no eswai.
And at the end, what happened?
So
if I were him, he should have resigned by now.
resign.
Yes, as a president, because you use your presidency.
Do you think the president is aware of this? Like he knows those who are involved in this. And now on one so trying to say, oh,
My brother, there's nothing like do I know or whether the president is aware or not. I think the president is also a Ghanaian, and the loud cry about this Galamsey manners. Oti, niako so nyina no kaso onte ana. Ade no oti even abrochire for okura po omote niako so wo Ghana ha. Nti so no wante ade no wante. But only an adwin say, I work for the boys. You understand? I work for the boys. Munko na mundidi. What you say? Munko na mundidi. Nti dey no betuma ye. Nti minti sigina so say onimu bia na say onim. Enam say ono so ye sa me yetinamuni. Me ni woti ha ne ya wo Galamsey site ana. Na ye de na ye tie. Very good. And as a president, you do. At this time, you investigate.
So do you think the
understand?
president is doing little on this?
To me, I'm saying he's doing nothing. Not just little, he's doing nothing about it. Because he knows what he is doing. So yes, at this time, when you hear something, you investigate. He himself said that we shouldn't be spectators, we should be citizens. So he should be a citizen by his office. If there's a cry on something, he should make an inquiry into that cry. What leads to that cry, and then come out with either punishment or recommendation. But if the thing keeps going on, what do you think? And you come to tell me that maybe he's not aware. How? When even his core members, the names I've mentioned, they are the presidency.
Okay. Mame kwa homa so na me nkodi nkomo bi mra me ba ye betwa ye nkomo tete no eso na mensa aka opani no bi ewa homa so ono edin edi owura ya wadomako ono eka single man ye contractors for ehu one mo say special prosecutor investigative road minister ye kwa homa so na ye ne won akotwetwe komo ni ehu de ko deport nti a wo mo de sansemi ya babetudwa owura ya wadomako me wachi mo akwaba ede ba no my friends
yo so ni ochie fo gina
yo etie fo so etiopa na yenya ne ntie se a single man contractors for no mo say special prosecutor investigating roads and highways minister ede be na abanti a mo de sanse mi bai
me da waso ni ochie fo gina ye ma e ba ye ade ba akopɛ apa ye ne highways aye adwuma sim pol and one city among farmers. Apa the bien wa yengura ya ko honorable her na griso majority leader home minority leader home ya office to office bien wa yengura ya ko ya franco for be mi en sabi na bi ya chi omuka ya nya ya juma ba ko ya chi ya bi muka ya ja bi mu asefem sabi na ikojo ba ko itela bre ba ko ama jele you dey make am
na single man for no adwuma pote be na mo ye de ma ban no
e ba jo ye nkrofo a ye gatesim e bubu ni e wokwa aho ye dokwa aho adwuma ye no
ti mo na mo siesie ya kwa ho de ma ye no be ko no wo mo dokwa ne ho ebubu nwie e wokwa aho ni ade e gatesim ni ade no adwuma mo ye no na emfie dido se na mo ye se adwuma yi a aban twa mo kai
Ifacho, ifie na ni, boso me yensa. Ni na me mu.
Sika bo ten ye sen.
What you say?
Sika ewo mu e wo sa ban de mamo na ye sen.
Papa, sika ni bebre, because of so we are there because the cabo mu a huge amount. We are contractor bi ari na yi. Ntimi kan ni na mu. We are na adwuma wo ye.
Na yenya ne ntie se asoyeye no asoyeye hwe ya kwan ne akwante poso no sika bi ɛno no bɛyɛ sɛ 700,000 Ghana cedis ɛbɛtɔ fotom sɛ nka wɔn hwɛ mfiri ntua moka sika no mo ti bibi fa ho saa na afa he
papa no na me ka kyerɛ wo ehu ya sɛ afrenkofo bi na nsa bi na wo nkyɛn kakra bi wo nkyɛn ne disika no ma wo mo abra ya nte ho hwee ɛno nti ɛna sɛ special prosecutor wo hwɛ mmayɛ no itimi nya adwuma ne timi fɛ nipa bɛ kuro kakra bi disika mo mo etua mo ka na ka ya aka no deɛ yɛ ntwa ka deɛ papa abusia ya bɔ ba yɛ sɛ kyɛsie ni nara yɛ tumba hɔ na bɔ amakwata sɛ wo fie mpo itimi kɔ no odwane
nti owura mo akwata afei ɛyɛ chief director a wɔda Ministry of Highways ano ɛyɛ engineer Dr. Abbas wɔn mu nyinaa na mo se wɔn mo hwehwɛ wɔn mu adwumadie mu ana no
papa wɔn mu nyinaa ya kɔ hɔ be bie no wayi ngura office bie no wayi ngura ye wura parliament house wɔn mu nyinaa ya aware
a be sin ko sanka musika ana mo be na mo tu bio esan sɛ me ne wo kasa yi wa ma yenya ne ntie sɛ mo tu ana mo bebre ma petition special prosecutor
ye kɔ no ndi bi a Monday we duru hɔ we are the next year betu
na sɛ mo kɔ special prosecutor ona nkwa nkosi be bia de na mbaye
ye be president na office ani bre o sabe o de ni bre na ka ye ni abre because by for tatai ye bre we president wa
makwa jibesia
mo se de se ebu afa yeso
no
mo se de ebu kan ta me mi kura sabe mi mo ahwere mo nkwa we dan go fianti mi mo ahwere mo nkwa
besia no eno na mode ye adwuma no ana sɛ de mo a mode twetwetwa mo ho sɛ yetua mo kanka mode bɛkɔ akotua
papa na ye ntwe ka adwuma wo ye ntwe o ka ti besia na akwaji ni fa so wi ya na o gini sika o jira wa bubu ano se wo kwa aba nka bi ni se ba de de se ke konfiri ma we di ase o ye no ma bi a mfa
aba na di mo hwam o
o di hwam obibre
enti adwoada era mode sankrata ne ko command special prosecutor ye be bo de na ye de ani adi akire enti ye be firu maban so no ye be mo na ye no watwetwe komo na watumi amatifo nso ahu ne ye ekwakosi why
o se me mas
yo ye be dance papa penia ne no atwetwe komo no eye owura yaw atomako wo ye member e de ma wo mo a wo mo siesie kwan ho e de ma yen single man contractors womu edodo yakwa ho always fuyi womu edokwa ho ede mayen yakwa ho beko ne mu ada ho yopo ebi ti se onam kepus kwantempo no so ekwa pinkan ko kepus no wonso womu adodo kwa ho kama womu na yesa adwuma no yenga se mu asisi emu aye fia ne yenya nkofo yi no womu na eyie enam so womu sika nkonti womu agyaye mfie 9 ne akiri womu sa entumi enka womu aketua enti womu mema baako ne ne no atwetwe ko womu kyese ye fra bi mu okokoam ene ye di sika so womu nsem womu aka de womu buada enti ye hwe ni mu se special prosecutor womu petition no eye dwoada no ye de ani bedi akiri na ye befiri mabanso no na watwe sende ye bedi mu nkomo ye hu ba bia nsem ni na ye bekwa kosi owura Peter memra so ayi ni nkomo ofie mu we are single man contractors behind it.
Are you surprised?
Oh, and you want wasa, but say in fear 9 na we use my near you to gain and I will know money.
Don't forget, Makachiro say a bind way. A bind way. They are more than the word incompetent. And me who must say, on top hierarchy, the president, the vice, umina, boy, economists and leaders. And this how imagine say, oh, you'll be out on Mokonkwa. Na say a day. Na twe any other way ebe ka ho ma o betuma aton because o field near say o beton moko enti omo no they are only good in what? Sharing the money among themselves. You want me to go and meet them? Go and see the security at the Flagbear house. You can't enter there unless a protocol.
So how did you manage to know, sir?
Because of what the reason or what made me believe that they are sharing money. If there is no free money sharing, the president wouldn't have a whole V8 carry his chair across the length and breadth of this country. This shows that there is free money somewhere. There is money. There is sharing of money somewhere. Because if there is no sharing of money somewhere, no man or no man with the interest of his country at heart will do that. Ask yourself, how much fuel does that V8 alone carries? If the president is going to Upper East, V8, to drive V8 from Accra to Upper East, how much fuel do you think this car can consume? Even let's take it the Womatis. If you're taking the Womatis to North, how much of fuel do you think you will buy before you get to North? So if the money you have, you've worked hard for it, will you, if the money were to be the president's own pocket money, do you think he will be doing that? No. So like I said, they are just bojo leaders. And to omunkwa interest no omudwene. Nti enya me wanwa say nyoma we nyina esisi. Say nipa be ye adwuma. Ba ne ye me ya part say yensamba ya kan say. Say na muso mu create job no. These are some of the issues. Nti say wo mo bi adwuma na wan tua ne ka. Wa ma na adwuma na. If you employ somebody and you don't pay that person, is that an employment that you've given to that person?
You think it's not enough?
It's not enough, because even look at the current fares, transport fares. So assuming that I'm working somewhere Taifa, assuming that I'm working somewhere maybe Circle, every day I will take car transportation in and out. How much do you think will cost me? I will still have to go for loans to take care of, thinking that if the government pays, then I will settle those loans, and the money is not coming. You understand? So what do you think will happen? So these are some of the things we have been saying. When they are saying, the government is saying that we have done that, and I keep telling you that if the government, the day that this government will do better, you will see it in the face of Ghanaians. Nobody needs to take a whole notary book and list, or go and sit on radio station and list the things that the government has done.
Yenko umewu by election ni mu nsemu. Political analyst bi dia tuga say yenjaima NPP amanyoku. Na wo mfa kunya isan say wo mu nipa na net so. Na ye owura Philip Baswa yakopon fa ne kra FNC. Wono na net ye kunya no so a wato anonom e won se do. Yenjaima NPP amanyoku no na nka mayen semre ni sika kra. Woni ne ya adwen sa it is his own opinion, and he's entitled to. But to me, why will I advocate for that? He's entitled to. He's entitled to his own views. But I'm saying that it is neither here nor there. It is not. We going because 2024.
We going into the election. We going into the election. We are not being sponsored by the government. So why should we sit down? We are sponsoring ourselves. We are taking all bills upon ourselves as NDC. We are not going for funds from the government. So why would he say that? Oh, it is our money. So, and it's not coming from the government. That's why I'm saying he's entitled to his own views.
If we need a seat we here, mobile transfer kwa consider paying, and more here, say, movie near mobile sanso everything.
If in the event we manage to win this seat, we will be on the seat till there is the next parliament, the next parliament in 2025. And if we manage to win this seat, then hallelujah, it means MPP will never get that seat again.
But I say once you a stronghold man NPP.
Come again?
A stronghold man NPP.
That's what I'm saying. We have a record of taking winning a parliamentary seat in their
So how many by-elections in Ghana and NDC are you winning?
Oh, for now I don't have. For now, we have won many. Are you talking about winning from our opponent's strong consensus or?
Yeah.
For now, I don't have the record here. For now,
Because
but looking at Iowa so West Wagon, there was something that happened because they knew very well that particular election we were going there to win. That's why they brought their party boys to come and vandalize everything.
So you think that was the tactics of the MPP?
Yes, because they knew that they've realized that if they don't do something fishy, then the seat was going for NDC then. Because the people of Iowa who were going realized that for all this while they've been voting for MPP, they have nothing to show. Because looking at the geographical area of Iowa who was gone, it is mainly it's mainly dominated by well-to-do people, and because of that, the government doesn't even care about. Trying to.
That place is well developed. So what do they need again? What do they need again?
Now, we need a lot of. They also need some. If you can remember, there was a time when there was a flood, and then our parliamentary candidate, Honorable John Dimelo, took some excavated there to go and dredge the waterways to help ease that problem, and the government went and stopped them. You understand? The fact that the place is predominated by well-to-do people doesn't mean that there are no other people who are also in need. Just like I mentioned the flood situation, there are other areas in Iowa who were gone that has needed a lot of social amenities like hospital. Because when you go to places like East Legon, if you're an average Ghanaian, you can't afford a medical bill at those hospitals there unless you go somewhere else. You understand? So there are certain areas within that geographical area that also need some social amenities like hospitals, like event centers, sports centers, and then what do you call schools, and that for that matter. Even there are a lot of them who also need jobs. You understand? So they have realized that the MPP is not doing much in that constituency because they've realized that they think that it is only the rich people who reside in that area.
So, by election, dear, NDC Amanyo Kunde na more share anymore. Somebody be go upon someone.
Our strength is on the Ghanaian populace. Our strength lies in the hands of the Kumau people. They have to decide. The last time I was here, I made mention that now it is a battle between the Satan and Jesus Christ. It is the battle between the good and the evil. So our strength lies in the hands of the Kumau people. They have to decide their future. If they want a brighter future, they should go for our party. If they want to be at where they are, then they should vote again for the MPP. That's all. Our message to them is very simple.
Many can say contractors will honor do you think say
now, what didn't we do? And were we voted out or not? Because at the time your mama was building roads and roads everywhere. Listen to what they said then. They said, do we eat roads? So now, even at that time, when even bread and butter wasn't an issue, this is what our opponent was saying. John Dramani Mahama's time was not about bread, butter and bread. You understand? But now that the matter has gone into the level of butter and bread, if you so think that you are constructing road there, they will vote for you. It is your own palaver. But I'm saying that our strength lies in the hands of the Komuawu people. They have suffered a lot in the hands of MPP. Because for all this while that they've been voting for MPP, they are not gaining anything. All that MPP gives to them is taxes, to tax them more.
Enuti o purchase mashibe junior na wo hono dada no ora Philip Baswa wanya hwe e woni pezo anu.
I'm saying that it is the people of Mau who will decide whether MPP has done enough for them or not. And the answer is no. Why the answer is no? It is a matter of butter and bread. And this matter is not peculiar to one constituency. It cuts across.
So what are some of the things?
For now, I don't know the name of our candidate then, but you have drawn my attention to, because I don't really follow the current affairs at that place for now. So I'll check, and then next time I'll give it to you.
Because with the MPP in the minimum say the cost of for health service. And nipa two and we see from one no more mako yensia nipa two we see the omo aka no so yegusu aye hwe se wo mbe kokodin na de obedi nkonim no oni ndisi akwakochi. So with that no
Kumawu constituency, if Kumawu constituency, if they want to save their children, they should vote MPP out. Why am I saying this? Why is it that always their MPs dies on the seat? You will not even end your term and then you die on the seat. Why? Yeah, is it the only constituency? Compare Kumawu constituency to other constituencies. Why is that always they are the only constituency that their MPs die on the? Because you remember this man who just passed away inherited from a disease, and is now also a disease.
If we almost family nimo, almost family in Baswa family.
Yes.
Name of a MP.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying, that MPP is a curse for them. So they should do away with MPP, and they shall save their children.
Thank you very much. Peter, yebe wa dwumedie no so. Na ye makwenya se wo so betumi di wadwenkyerɛ atumi adi aba na yɛntumi anwedwe wɔ man Ghana mpuntu ɛne ne kanko dwumadi a wotie no ɛyɛ asɛm aba dwumadi ɛwɔ Anomaa FM so wobɛtumi ajoin in live ɛwɔ Facebook ɛyɛ Anomaa FM comment no fa to hɔnom na yɛnkeka ni nadamfama wo sanso na akɔ YouTube nso ɛyɛ Anomaa Online TV na wode comment no nso ato hɔ na wopɛ sɛ wotie in live ɛwɔ baabi a wo bia no a download yɛn app no ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Google Play Store Anomaa FM app no ɛwɔ hɔ na wa download sɛnea prebia no yɛ transese no a benya yɛtie na yɛ nyinaa yɛtumi adwendwen Ghana mpuntu ɛne ne kanko ɛho na wɔpani bi akasa sɛ yɛhwɛ sɛnea Free Senior High School no ekɔ ɛwɔ man Ghana mu a ɛbɛyɛ a ɛnkamampani Akufo-Addo wɔntwa Free Senior High School na wɔn awofo ni bi no yɛmpɛ scholarship mfama wo ɛno deɛ kamampani nyɛ no ni suade hunu paa na wontumi ntua masafo no wo mo so a wo mo sɛm wo bie obu won ma ne ba ne papa wo sika pa so ne ba no ne tie wo wo kyerɛ ni na yɛ nneɛma bi ha dwen tinka ban nya ne saa sɛ scholarship no ɛbɛkɔ ɛde ama wo mo a ɛni bie na Free Senior High School watwam yɛbɛdi ho enkomo na ansa na no yebe mobody say yebe ko etifido atoye mantemu yebe ko honum na yakwa kodi nkomo kakra e wo honum saa mantem ni mu no ho na ensem bi free ba atoye etifido mantemu atoye etifido mantemu Western North region na nina ene se ekuo bi a wono ye assembly member wono akasa se penia mampeni nanado nankwakufuado abodidin se enei no womra ememeye mensin krache wo hono empotemu no wono eche se womo ba nakwa abade nanso womesela assembly members no se enei no wom form achi time fema no womo nyini tumu prekope metre Ghana Association of Assembly Members Western North chapter no womo ene disa free eko ediamanu enuti ye hwe ni mu se municipal chief executive mampeni ekufuado eyino eyowura Paul Ando se bibiani anwea so bekwai but won peso so mansini mo no won memeye krache ewo honom no ye bekwa homa no so na yewura yeni owura Frank Aka Nelson akwa kwatwetwe nkomo ewo ho anamo ben won mutuo ahwe so opini no won beje na tumo assembly members ni na won ne won ekọ eye benkuro mu ana se bibi fufuro bi ewo ho yegusu a yebo ahoma no se yensa betumi aka opini no na yene no edi enkomo yensa nyanka no comment no betumi di aba na yakenka ni nada etumi edi amount na eno so amane ma konkan pa ewo ha nyame adoma na wotwe sende no ye de WhatsApp ebeka ho eno ti bebia wo bia no obetumi de comment no afa WhatsApp so na eno so wetumi di aba na yakenka ni nada etumi di amount owura Peter memra so na yentwa yenkomodie ni so educationist bi area tudwa se ebeya ban free senior high school wontwem na wonfanye no scholarship emfema wo manfo a wo mu enibi na wo mutumi konkosua di yensa kopeni no ahoma no so yenko na yenkonko di san komo we embra yeba meba so na yatoa yenko matwetwe no eso Ora Nelson aka wono ewa ahoma no so yene no ekwa akodi komo ora otimika anope mi mo ache mo akwa baba my FM so Ora Nelson otimika yegusu a yahoma no na enimo yehwese yensa beka no wukokopie mu ewo eye atoye etifido mantab no emu a Ghana Association of Assembly Members one chapter ewo hono one nkrabata ewo hono no peni ba kwa ka ho ayowura Frank Aka Nelson wono na yehwe anim se yensa beka no osan ya assembly member ewo ho ema de hye wo asanwen so yene no ebebedi nkoma no pay na yahwe mampeni ekufuado ni nominee a wodi aba no owura Paul Ando se wo meye mensin krache no wo mo assembly members no wo mo gine tum anamo ben ene wo mu tu ahwese peni no wo megina tumo na watumi aba be mensin krache e wo hodum yensa etumi aka no ahoma no so yenko na yene no enkoko twetwe nkomo owura Frank Aka Nelson me mo ache mo akwa baba Anomaa FM kasa videos
Domini amejoso
yo yenya ne ntie se mampeni ekufuado abo owura Paul Ando din se wo memeye mensin krache e wo bibiani anwea so bekwai mensin ni mo mote sa asem yi no die ben na mo ho ye mo
mimi medawasi na machia motifo so and kwese the last year na former the late honorable Pedamwa accident ma ofimu na yese nimbia se mampani bebo idin mu bi kwa no dey spray bi kwa check I can't the last week ya na ban oti isu awabo yinu apo ando ni oma na omeye MC Emma bi na so kwa 20 eti ya no menu na ni pa na yeni achi mampani ti isu na wabo idin no e amaye
Enuti moti se onu ne abodidin no mo ani je ho de anamo be na mo hwe se anamo be na mutu se peni no mo betumi agina to se mampeni boni din si ana ensan was say to me assembly no to so aba assembly ni na wo mo ne madwen e ko bankroma na members
yo me nya na da wa bi na nte obi assembly na ko du sia na assembly members e wo da nyina na aka obi a be sumi sia na nyina na e ko akwati ahomi na te obeto aso a na wo nto aso na te obekọ na obi so aba na wo hwe bibi na nya so be kwai a say Messi no say development that actually for the past 2020 to assembly election year no presiding member issue ebe ye say over 2 years na nya presiding member nti mampuntuo ka actually yenya bi na nchanso na am say so san e kan ti guye nti na ye wa werehum na e bi no ba ye na assembly members nyina obi na so be kwa de you see obi ani age eba confirmation ni dia I don't think say obi be na age say obi a onko dinin to ye nyina be dinin to be fe because for under you obi a me previous assembly na e wo ho no na ina ni na wo ho na second term no want me ama biem nti yinim no ye ono nso wo ya assembly member pen nti nim how assembly members na so form because ono nso a serve electoral area bitin nti I think it's only the right person now. Buying Abonidia and saying no, you let it to the
na wo hwe modern bo na penia kane no na waye krache wo ho no mesi krache no ne dwumedia na wodi ansa na ban wuo ebefa na kro no mo susu se owura poando wono ene the right person wo betumi atoa ne nwuma pa na waye wo ho no so
me ni say some about and say me did say nipa be say me no say me nsan na corporate na obi aso converting na event wo mo nti based on their experiences ne omo nsem omo kan no na nam so ama ya boye nu apora ndudi na ye nua na ofiri mo no so be assembly member kensa on so obo juma pa nti you say we so say be assembly member on so abo ndi ne de me did say oba na Anomaa a ni nua a odi kan tu ye no so fast very pe dia ono so betima boduma so de jisu no
hwe ni say about na beba so berebe mu
ami aduma week ya ye this media emba so say from the Monday by week ye ko dey say e beto aba no be on the 4th or 5th mu ba ko e beto aba no
yo na mo mpeso anu so na ansa na meja anu akro no die ben important na mususu se what's up ban hwe na wotwa na niri hwe mo
minia niema e what's up ban ni twa ni hwe pa ya kwan ni bi enye edibi ama kuko ruza e what's wasu ye omuyi covet ne drinks no wie no omaja akwan bibiri aguho nde enu ya dia ehia ye pa some of our communities eso ehia small town water system boho de envi se atwom nti ye be fresa ban no be sa ne ma no na your communities no be mi nu an se mi ensa bi so they are not connected to the national grid electricity nti em say these are some of the things and school are done be clinic no so you wa ya uplift no call health center nti ya sa ne ma we na ye sra ban no se untwa na ni me hwe na sa ne ma nti nkoso na moa ma amamono suntini nkoso yi
owura kanazin medawasi anopɛ sɛ wanya brani atwetwe nkomo bre dusu na mo de nisi su wi a nkomo bi aka wache bia behwe ne adi
ni amso no da asiri
yo enia ne no ekokɔ twetwe nkomo no ayo owura Frank Aka Nelson ono eye assembly member ema wo manfo ewo ASARE nso ono anso na wokɔkɔpie mu ewo eye atoye etifido fam ho no a Western North Region ku a assembly members for one ku ewo ho no metre eye Ghana Association of Assembly Members no waka ho ono ene ne kokodi wo efa owura poando a mampani akufado abonidin se womra memeye mensi krache ono ene ne no ekokodi nkomo efa sa anamotu no enho bibi aka akire nso ye behwe se wo mo de owura no esisu hia ye bekọ na de aka akire no yatumi akwakodi ho nkomo ma memra fie na ye ne owura Peter ntumi ntwa nkomo dwudwe so na wo hwe Free Senior High School a baby a ye keka kro no etifidu mantem Western North Region na so kokopie mu ewo Upper East Region etifidu poye mantem enkwara ne bebre won ma senior high schools no enuane nko headmasters for the atudwa say one better to school dan oko schools ahodo no mu bia ebi ti say de na no esore ye e wo Ghana school senior high school and also wo say wo toilet bia ya wo de ye toilet e wona nkwada eda accommodation ho nsem ne ade e me ne ho nsem ya interdict headmaster. Do you think say free senior high school baby ekono e wo say ban etwam ana esan say education is media to just say ka ban be ya wontwam na wo mfanya scholarship e ma desuafo say na wo je no.
Thank you very much. Se umami ewu na se oso wanwu a obon a sent no ebepie. You see, in this world there's nothing like trying to pretend. This world, if you want to move or if you want to be successful, you must face the reality. Face it head on. I think what the educationists said is not different from the numerous of what others, civil society organizations and other prominent people have spoken or advised the government on. There are so countless people. To His Excellency John Dramani Mahama also gave his view on the free SHS, and they refused. And here we are. This is where we are. Even when Mahama came to Domi Kwabinye constituency, he made it clear that we should reflect back and look at the time we were paying school fees and compare to today that the we call it so-called free SHS. We should compare it and see the benefits and then the inputs. You can see clearly that there's a very big problem. You understand? The last time I was here, I made mention clear that John Mama is a visionary leader. Because at the time they were we are coming to make free HSS free. Mama was in government. And when he came to inaugurate Domi Kwabinye Senior High School, he said there that I'm the president. I can say everybody should go to school free now. But that is not what should be done. There are a lot of things that has to be done before you can roll on this free SHS. It is in our constitution. It is free compulsory senior high SHS education. It should be progressively free. It is in our constitution. No, that is not what our stand was. You know, there was a whole lot of misunderstanding about what we were telling the Ghanaian people. You understand? Because at that time, our president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, was in a crisis of incumbency disadvantage. So at that time, whatever we say, nobody listened. You understand? Nobody listened. They will not even listen to what you are saying. So the following day, you see MPP with their propaganda machineries going on that, and NDC said free SHS will not work, and to blah blah blah, and that was not NDC stand. NDC stand was that at that time was that it is the free SHS is in the constitution that it must be done progressively free, and before you can roll it on, you must, as a matter of agency, put things in place, which are you must get enough funding, you must get infrastructure, you must get the human resource. That is the teachers, the staff, and other things. You understand? Yes. Because as a standard, just like you just mentioned, we have a funding problem. We have infrastructure problem. Even human resource, we have problem there. You understand? So if they had taken their time, that is why even John Mama rolled on free, progressively free senior day,
community day senior high school.
Community day senior high school. It was progressively done by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama before he left office. You understand? Because Mahama knew that you cannot just get up and say everybody go. With that, if you could remember, there was one international media that interviewed the then candidate president and now president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, that how much will it cost him on free exchange? He was not able to give figures. He was not able to project that in the whole of the 10 regions then, if I should roll on free exchange, this is what will cost me. And that is it. And that is the main reason why they should have considered the free progressively day senior high school, so that from there you can be studying the grounds. So if you make it free for day senior high schools, how many children will be enrolled? And then the next maybe year or two, then you can see again what are the challenges. What have we achieved? Maybe our challenges is this, that. And mind you, if you just roll everything that like that, you are going to feed them those, because you can't tell them that because they are going free, you will not feed them. Which is, you need funding for that. You need more dormitories for them. You need more, you pay more electricity bill because you have to expand the infrastructure. So you have to, your electricity bills will go up. Your water bill, because if at that time, maybe a school is having about 1,500 students, bear in mind that you are going to get ×3 of students to come, because it's going to be free. Because the problem then was that there were other people, not just that they were not brilliant, they were brilliant, but they don't have money to go to school. So I think that is the basis for this educationists to make mention that they, to say that they should make it a scholarship for those who cannot afford. And a lot of people also contributed their ideas to that. That look, if you want to do it this. But the president will not listen. You understand? Because office say wakasa obey into why say there are quiet say I negotiate and I can. But an Ukrainian bakupe, there was also facing challenges. Because if you don't face challenges head on, you are bound to fail. And this is what is going on.
Ediana NDC amanyo kuno enya kwenya afimpimi enu ne duonu ennan ebe di wo my Ghana anima free senior high school no edie ben na mbe de afa won se na be ya nia ewo se ekokoduru no ebetumi aduru.
Thank you. Remember His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was a product of this initiative during Nkrumah's time. And the father was a minister then. So the father might have left some valid, or might have, told His Excellency John Dramani Mahama about how to go about those things, how to go about these things. You understand? That is why he said, I'm going to do it progressively, just like it's stated in the Constitution. So by doing it progressively, why he's doing it progressively, he's putting up more dormitories, more schools, and what? Getting more funding. You understand? And then, just like this man said that they should make it maybe scholarship, it is not also bad, because when you do that for the needy too, because there are a lot of people who can easily pay their award school fees with their features. We all know that a minister can do that. MC can do that. A doctor can do that. A professor can do that.
Penifo bu baby say obi a wo twasa no wonim se na chia. Does it mean say abenye we dwaso no wo mu ntie futu nti na ama ye ko baby a ye ku
na wo twasa na se wo hu achi na ye ka che se wo chia wo wasonso ntie atam wason wo ntie wason na ti sa wo ya de na ye ka che se enye Na say ebia wachi nye hwe wachi. Na say ebia ampa wani ni wachi. But wasonso ni wachi.
The dear Nazisi are more pesa binding ye. Na free senior school to me fan to map.
On your listening government, they should listen to the people. They should listen to the stakeholders. They should eat a humble pie. Okay? They should eat a humble pie by admitting the fact that, yes, before we were coming, we didn't know that we will face a lot of challenges. But we have admitted and surrendered. Let's go it the way it should be done. And I think by that, we will get value for money in free SHS. Because now, looking at it now, even not just about facilities and all this, no. Now, even the student that the free SHS is now producing, we are no more producing nurses, engineers, professors, and the rest. So, we are now producing what? Twerking. Now, every student, when they come back from the school, just watch them. You see them dancing on the street like madmen. And twerking, because that is what is trending now. You see them grouping and then they'll be dancing with girls and then twerking. You see them even in the school uniforms twerking, because that is all that they know. Twerking it is twerking that they know. It is twerking that they are now what? Their best taught. Excuse me, to use their best taught at the school.
Only your more personal life.
So that is why the visionary leader, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, said, if I come, the last time he was here, he promised us Technical and Vocational Institute if given the nod. Because there are some people, or there are some children, they are not destined to be professors. They are not destined to be doctors. They are not destined to be engineers. So if you are forcing them to be engineers, it's like you are wasting your resources. Like what was going on?
That
is why His Excellency the visionary leader was putting things in place, like building schools and expanding the existing one, so that going forward, you will add more technical and vocational institute to our SHS curriculum. You understand? What will be? We are in Dominic. Just point to us one of these technical and vocational institute the government has done. That is why I discredit this police station, that because already we have a police station around, and the security situation in Dominic doesn't have to do with a structure. It has to do with discipline.
This is where the police will stay.
I'm saying that even what we have now in Dominic it is okay for that. The only thing we need is discipline. To have a disciplined police personnel. That is all. Because I don't want to go back, and I don't even want to recollect the sad incident that happened some few years back in Dominic here. I don't want to see it or even hear it again. But it has to do with discipline. If we have a well-disciplined, a well-trained personnel, I think Dominic, even the citizenry themselves, the residents themselves are disciplined. You understand? So it is not about putting a police barrack now. I'm not saying it is not good, but it is not relevant for now. What is more relevant is if he had put up a technical and vocational training institute, a very big one like this one, whereby those who cannot make it to the university can easily go there and learn how to make slippers, can learn how to make a simple Ghanaian dress, can go there and learn how to make a simple makeups and soaps and other things. You understand?
Yeah.
So these are some of the things His Excellency the President, the former President promised us that if we give him the nod, these are his initiatives that he's going to put in place to make sure that we have a peace and a resound economy. Because if you and I have
Ghana for mana kwenyada, enti DNT na fe no wode sa susuye we eba.
You see, Ghanaians actually gave him the nod, but they were not patient at then. I'm saying Ghanaians were then not patient. Because when he was pursuing his homegrown policies at that time, Ghanaians were impatient. And it wasn't their fault then, because the propaganda and the lies were too much. You understand? Because if your mama were to be able to complete the 8 years, I think we wouldn't have this, our 17th time of going into IMF would have been a thing of the past.
We will come to that. With the IMF thing, no, Andra, Kenufuyata, the Atuja say there is going to be an increment in utility tariffs. When it comes to electricity bills, water bills, they are going to increase. Nina can say, IMF for International Monetary Fund for no, Omo Edema Ghana for. Mama yede eto aba ahodo mi hensa wo say aban emfa aban adwuma efo biu enko aban adwuma mu bebre pension for yatena wo sika so sisi ya ba betu nsuo ene nkane mu biu yenko so nkoje mo an free IMF for ana wo ntwa so.
Thank you very much. And some ways you know your mama beju bo. Your Excellency, baby, you see, in 2015 and thereabout, so what see in summer MPP for Ekafa, Mama going to IMF to shock you. But Omia once made it clear that it is due to the poor management of the economy that NDC or government, the Mama led government then will have to go to IMF for what? For a salvation. And going into IMF for salvation come with stringent conditions. What are these stringent conditions? There was going to be a what? A job cut at the public service then. And there are going to also be what? There was going to be they were going to place a cap on the amount of loans Ghana can contract at that time. So knowing all this at that time, why is that they couldn't survive the economy and they have to go to IMF for the 17th time? Because if you knew all these things, and one of their gurus, the maverick politician, Honorable Kennedy Japan, once said only a failed government will go to IMF for bailout. So today, can we then refer to Nana Addo Akufo-Addo-led government as competent and successful government? No, a failed government. They have failed. Kennedy Japan say, Abaya wa bon, abaya o nimushi. Ene kwa IMF for bailout. Na se ne omu wa men no. Na so maba na se omu kwa IMF a. Ne ebe from say. So ma bon. Because omu nim the conditions in IMF bailout. They know the conditions. Wahun. No matter nasi aviskari sa avi ni nyina ma ya sa kwa IMF na ya san kwa na almost for this stringent condition entry aso. Why? In April 2015 Nana Akufo-Addo tweet, for the first time in the history in an oil rich country is seeking a bailout from IMF, some 5 years into oil production.
Time I'm my dear choir.
Yes, these are some of Nana Akufo-Addo tweets. This, and he said it also that the 16th IMF program entered into by the Mahama government in 2015 will be the last time Ghana will resort to such an intervention. This is the last time Ghana will resort to such an intervention. And today, where are we? He said this in 2019. Today, where are we? We are back to square one. And to me catch you say, His Excellency the Vice President is now a local liar. He has now become a local liar.
Edia na NDC amanyuku no mo hwe ni mu se mo de gu apon so sanse enche May 13th na parliamentary and presidential primaries no ekoso. Ani man pedi John Dramani Mahama ejinem. Ora Kojobo nsu ejinem. Dr. Dufo ejinem. Ye ba do me kwa benyam peso ase ora Israel. Ene maami elekremaku. Omu nyina eji. Edien na maame no eye. Edien na mo hwe nse ndisi amanyuku. Modi go apon so akwakoku wini 2024 election.
Thank you very much. Going into 2024 elections, we have to, NDC has a task of going in a united front. We needed to be united in order to win this 2024 election. Without unity, winning the 2024 election would be difficult for us. And I'm hoping and I pray that the leadership of the party, from constituency to the national, are putting things in place to make sure that after the primaries, there will be coexisting peace among us, and then together we forge forward to win 2024 elections. Coming into Domi Kwabinya constituency, it is a done deal for Honorable Madam Eliklum Akrugu. It is the grassroots that speaks, not the constituency. So it is a done deal for Honorable Eliklum Akrugu. If all things being equal, say Eliklum and winner, and the nature say the elections are not done free and fair. But if ya mobia akonya pepepepe, na say yaba yetimi organize free and credible election come 13th of May, surely Eliklum Akrugu is going to be declared the winner in the primaries. No doubt about that. No two ways about that. She's winning. Because she has already gained the grounds both in our party and outside of the party. This is the first time we have a non-MPP activist all over the constituency supporting this woman and giving their strength and everything. Some time ago, even if you are going to Domi Market, you cannot even wear NDC shirt to Domi Market to go and buy things. Now go and see. NDC has taken over Domi Kwabinya Market. They have taken over. Now even most of the MPP women in the market are now running and joining our party at the marketplaces. This tells you that the woman is indeed an indigene of Domi Kwabinya. She has indeed touched base with the people. He has indeed the favorite of the people. Yes, indeed, she's indeed the favorite of the people. So if you are going into a crucial match and you decide to go without your best striker, then you are going to record a failed match.
Okay. ye hwe nim se ye de ma me electric makrugu ebeba fia ha na ye no atumi atwetwe komo ye bepe one of these days no na ye de na hia wo fia ha na ne nisu ade hu no before 13th May no what meaning domefo aba beche na ya hwe the way forward ye ni owura Israel so betwetwe komo ye kuso aye tutu ne ma se ye no mumienu na betumi yakasa.
Okay.
Final words to delegates.
Thank you. My greetings again to the dear listeners and to the delegates of the good delegates. In everything, there are goods and the bad. If you have a very good grains, no matter what, you get one or two bad grains among them. So I'm talking about the good delegates of Domi Kobinya that come May 13th. They should go in their numbers, vote for Honorable Madam Elikun Makrugu to win the primaries, and not just go and vote and go home. Stay there, protect their vote. Because if you go and vote and you don't protect your vote, that is the problem. So they should all let us go there, vote and protect our vote until Elikun Makrugu is being declared winner. And I also want to take this opportunity to plead with the regional and national leadership to, as a matter of agency, shouldn't let this election in the hands of the constituency executives. They should please, as a matter of agency, come down and monitor this election very well. Give every candidate a fair chance, so that they shouldn't, at the end, whoever wins will know that that person wins on merit, that person wins on free, fair grounds. And when that happens, surely peace and united front will surely come by automatically to the party. Other than that, if after these elections,
ASEM
any candidate that feels that the elections are not well organized, or the elections are not organized free and fairly, it is going to be a problem for us. So I'm urging our able chairman, wherever you are, I salute you, the most former general and now the chairman, commander himself, so please come down with his men to organize free, fair, and credible primaries across the constituencies. Because if they don't do that, already some of the constituency executives are trying to turn down the will of the people. They are trying to take away the will of the grassroots. And if that happens, the party is going to suffer. So they shouldn't allow the constituency executives to take away the will of the grassroots. So that is my word for them.
Ora Peter Medas papa as when you brainy at me at you must say. Penny out in Cassia and the Chicho come off video must say you rap Peter Kutizim. One no a trough for Cocopimo and this Yamanjo Kudimo a young Anglican for. A whole and within Juma was also a customer for a mamma me Elicrim Akurugu. One war press or Baye and Mashibini about Domico Benya Batron Peswaso has a ye. I don't know about Jenama and this Yamanjo Kuno, and my uncle Mahudo Brina Coso. I will see yet in Como at the Far Kumewu by election in Hong. Sanso and a galant since and some year in Como at the Far Hong. I am from Samuso Yoko Jitu and Komoka Crab home. Children, and some who do be a cake and horn and pay to me a transit Ghana and put to the Ghana and Conco home. Africa, are we serious? Africa, are we serious? And I am Muslims for na happy a year Eid al-Fitr. Yama woman happy Eid Muslims for na. Yama Mubadi Kadesala.
serious are you?
Baby, I'm will be a Chiamo to conclude much me to be.
Are you my
My account we have to a bomb pie more my gun and gun and puntu.
serious are you?
Then Mamuna happy body Kadisala.
How serious?
Now my this body Kadikade. I think I can't dance Egusu Ekoso or so best Philly. Momo Diana Monto Abbey Fema Rubiato. No, with Jemupa, with Masanya Miatumana, Duma Chadia, Yasam Kitua. Way I Duma Chadia Sunkokra, way I sat here.
Talk about
And it is who bet me in Kunimosa, I can see Mono. I just say Muna Buania Trapa at Mano.
Africa.
And Uti Farfono. Farfone is here. Say empty and say Vodafone. Bomodiana Fana Yan Court near Trabana Famano. Bo star 713 star 203 star a hash. Star 713 star 203 hash. And no, Obope, not just a walk on nominee code no.
Talk about
Na ni code no a 4.
this
Code no a 4.
talk about
Yam one yan tumfama yunia rubia do why. Woni masa papa just say a bon numre ya.
no days.
A ya memere da bia na watumi ahwe bi.
Say
Awia e 2 pm. Bomodi yana call your Facebook wonum.
somebody go talk.
Eh Anomaa FM bomodi yana call honum ye dia to honum producers na bomodi dia to anya sem ketwa.
We are
Ohwe se ne rubia do obu ni mu o di asa e wo so anya sem ketwa kra. Ye hia mo vote esan se so obetumi adi nkurima anje se mo boa na ye to aba no ere ma no.
tell me how serious are
Eno ti code no star 713 star 203 hash. Star 713 star 203 hash. Na nominee code no wabo 4 e de ahye honum. Na afi wedi akiri no atwa ma no ba ko bia 50 pesos pe. Ketua bia nsua se 10 cedis kra na be vote ya vote ma no. Mani tumi ending yenkunim ewo eye atenka kid dance no emo.
we
Enamere de wia no mienu pepepe na wo ma hwedwumedi na se ewo atenka TV so. Anuti wo hwe bia na abomodin ato e de amayenu aba na watumi edi nkunim ewo sa kensie mo.
children.
Me producers a wo mo bo machitom anopai ayura eye kwasi no manfo dodo na de friend no
Serious
sanso na eye ora yaw apiedu
we see
wono so ebo machitom anopai
dignity of our children.
Are we serious?
Baby, tell me how
se wo pe baby papa wie wo de wani be kire betumi akwa akodi ma oni tumi aka ho ye pa ma wakoma tumi ato ye mu a eye na dia one banko and tilapia joint na me kan fodi ama wo ho no na tilapia papa ko bia ya toto enya sem ketwa wo benya bia to ho no sanso na banku a wo mo aka na kama anya ya no de ye won kwanchen akwakoto wia no wanu hunu
Africa
bomode na fo ani chire mo ho na wie kokodidi wo ho no kama
in Africa
na wo pe kokodie abetie fufu kura na pa benya bi wo ho no
prosper in Africa.
na mahudu a ya grele kama ya toto ewo eye kopoto so benya bi ato ho wo mo dwumedi a wo mo di wo ho no no ya je atum ani ti dome wo be beduru an ma Jin Junction wo mo ho no a na do ani a che mo ho no akwakoje aduane pepe die aduane pa de wudi a wontu sika ntwene ye ko ketua bi enso na so kokodi wo ba bomidin se na ASARE BARIMA na sibedidi wo mbe serve kama ewo ho no na wo pe bi abetumi akwakodwo ho nso dia Americanfo dia ma wo ene awia ni anumre yi ba bi abetumi akwakotena na watoto bie sanse BARIMA edubiri bi a wo so wotumi pie na akwakwadwo ani kakra ho na abetumi akọ na akwakwadwo ani kama pa eno ti sign in pub enso elbie kwan no e de ama wawie ya betumi akwakotena wadwodwo ho ensa bi a wo pe bia benya bi wo ho no mato die mu ode die mu kakakra no esanse moyefu kekanti o se ma monsa no ode
right now.
yesu ne kan nyame na mekan ye eno ti awie bu mode na fo ani kire mu wo sign in pub na wo su koto tubi ne die mu ode no pe bia no ma benya bi wo ho no pa
Your colonial master na him go be your mama oh. Your colonial master na him go be yourself. Me I say colonial master na him go be your church pastor. Your colonial
eno ti se wo pedro betumi abo ama immune system na tumi anya hode papa dia
na him go
eye na bio herbal mixture na me kan fodi ama wo bomodin se wo ko eye dwama so abetobie and ye herbal shops ahodo nim na abo wurem aso pe na bio herbal mixture
inside.
wo mama bi na kokonom eye immune system support ebe boa pa ama immune system na tumi gira ne na so open duduo mu ana se wo pe wo ma kira kwan a ene ye kanahia akra wo kwa wo mo box number no ye 801 bomodin se wo be ko na me mo ahoma no afre we Food and Drugs Authority wo ma dia tum anuti no okokoto a wontu sika ntwene kura ebe boa ma immune system na nya hoden sanse COVID-19 ba ye no adura nanka wo so ornom a wantumi anya kwanya nom no eno ene ne aba adwama so Nabio herbal mixture What am I home no? 0277 482908 0277 482908 and 0553 011292 0553 011292 Nabio Heba Misha Beboa my music system no at me and Yahodepa. What am I Roma? Emma yet Tinasi Eddie ya some abajimedino yet to me at a small Miami home Chamedi Edinana ASARE Bema da sen nano ye besan so ehia e wodwumedi so.
He give us a timber, he give us oil, he give us a diamond, he give us men, he give us women, he give us brain, but we know they use them. Oh, mama Africa, make you go to one borders now with the treat one ourselves like animals. So sometimes animals self better pass we. Oh, Africa.
Omanfwe NPP amanyoku se wamuni amanyoku a wobetumi ama Ghana etumi atumpon akonenim NDC amanyoku no so se wamuni amanyoku ebetumi age Ghana afiri ahokyire ya yewo yi emu amanyoku ahodo aka so se NPP ni NDC enimwa bia ema oman Ghana asema bo amanyofo se wo mu bu omayi na eye no kra na